Hi everyone, today I wanted to talk about the wig that I'm wearing on my head right now. This is Jon Renau Haute or Haute. I'm so sorry for the pronunciation. I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to pronounce it. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about it, how I've come to obtain this wig, what it looked like when I first purchased it, what it looks like now. I just wanted to share this very short, brief story and also some tips to watch out for when you're purchasing off Wig Sisters online and you can't actually go and see and try on the wig yourself. So keep watching if you're interested in hearing my story about Haute. The Jon Renau Haute that I'm wearing is actually in caramel ribbon. I think this shade, first off, is stunning. The way that it frames the face, it has these beautiful caramel foils around the face. It's just beautiful. The shade, the brown itself and the way that it blends is so nice. I do wear it back because I like the way that it just sits off my face. I purchased this unit off another wig sister in Australia. She was selling it as lightly worn. The photos look fantastic. Unfortunately, I couldn't go see it in person. So we did do the transaction online. She sent me some additional information. She wasn't really sure whether it was a Christie style or a Cameron style by Jon Renau. So having those two styles in mind, I thought it's still a bargain. She was selling it at a really low cost. That should have been my first red flag. My second red flag is her not knowing the style. But of course, a lot of wig sellers in Australia do sell their wigs without the card inside. So taking that into consideration, in hindsight, I should have actually not purchased this wig. So I received it actually the next day, which was by express post. I quickly opened the box to discover that it was a bird's nest. It was clumpy, it was sticky, it was disgusting. I wanted to throw it in the bin right away, but I'm that type of person who likes a good challenge. So I thought I'd wash it to see if I could revive it a little bit. I used all my Jon Renau products. I did some research online that night and I realized it was actually Haute, which is a heat-friendly fiber. Well, I've not heard great things about them, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and revive this wig. So I ended up washing it. I'll insert a photo of what it looks like dry right here. So yeah, essentially it was still really gross, still really clumpy, still really matted. And I decided to have a go and detangle it. I think I used pretty much this much detangling spray from Jon Renau, and I just detangled the whole thing. I brushed it through. It was still really disgusting, and I went at it with my steamer, and it took me pretty much 1.5 hours to steam it straight. It was pinned straight right after I steamed it. I posted it online to one of the wig forums on Facebook, and someone was kind enough to tell me that you can actually straighten it with a hair straightener as well. So as soon as I saw that, I went back into the bathroom and straightened it. It took me about maybe a little under an hour to straighten the wig. At some point right at the very back where the massive clumping was, I did get a few, burnt bits and smoke and frizzies and stuff like that happening. Didn't freak me out because it only happened just there. So I got my little, cuticle scissors and went in like a surgeon and cut all those little burnt bits out. But it's funny because it was only just in this very back bit, and luckily it was the layer underneath the top layer, so you can't really see it. This is the final outcome. I have worn it twice. It's still a little bit, it's not wet. It's not gunky or slimy. I mean, it doesn't look gunky or slimy, but it just has this strange texture. I don't have another Jon Renau heat-friendly wig to compare it to. So yeah, it could be anything from just it being an old wig or it being overstyled. I'm hoping that in the next couple of days I'll wash it again. I have just purchased some Belle Madame Balsam shampoo and balsam, and I'm hoping to give it a wash in that and to revive the hair. Otherwise I'll just wear it until I can't wear it anymore and I feel gross every time I touch it. So that's the story of how I revived the wig. I do have some tips for my wig sisters about purchasing online. So first, if you can't find a reputable seller, either because they're too expensive or you're looking for a bargain and you know you want to go on eBay or your country's corresponding, I guess, site like eBay, which could be Gumtree or something like that, then I would definitely recommend you ask for as many photos as you can. Again, I saw photos, so I'm not sure whether they were old photos or new photos. I would definitely recommend asking for as many photos as you can. Definitely ask as many questions as you can as well about the condition, whether it's matty, whether it's frizzy, you know, just in general as much as possible. Ask to see the label as well on the inside and the back of the wig. I should have done that. I should have definitely asked to see the label because if I had seen that it was heat friendly or heat fibers or something or whatever it says on the back of this, I would not have purchased it. No matter how much it cost, how great the bargain was, I would not have purchased this wig because I know that it would just be too much of a hassle to take care of it. You know, I have a lot of human hair wigs, which I don't find as much as a hassle as this one. So absolutely would not recommend buying a lightly used heat-friendly fiber wig again. Another tip that I would recommend is checking with the seller whether they accept returns or refunds. They might not be an official seller or reseller of a wig, but definitely do check that they accept refunds or returns. Something else to look out for is when you actually receive your wig in the mail, open it up, have a check, definitely wash it. You'll be able to see whether, you know, it's been damaged after you wash it, after you've applied your shampoo and your conditioning spray to it. So yeah, absolutely, give it a good wash. This one arrived in filthy, like I wore gloves to wash it the first time condition. So yeah, definitely give it a good wash. See if you can salvage it. If you need to, use a steamer, don't be afraid. If it's a curl, you know, try and put some curling product on there. There's quite a few products out there that wig sisters use to keep the curl or revive the curl in some of their curlier wigs. One last thing is definitely share your experiences with the Wig Sisters in the Facebook forums or in the Instagram groups or even on YouTube. I think gaining knowledge and sharing that knowledge with others definitely helps the community and might stop those sellers out there that sell wigs in horrible condition. I hope you found this video a little bit informative and didn't mind my rant about the condition of the wig. My wig sisters who are on the Facebook groups have heard my rant. So yeah, I just wanted to share it with everyone else out there, what to look out for when you're buying a wig online or a pre-used or a pre-loved wig online. I hope some of these tips help and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.